Hey guys, I'm a little bit late to the party on this one, but I just saw Companion and I have some thoughts and I want to share them with you guys. So Companion is a science fiction thriller film written and directed by Drew Hancock, and boy oh boy, love really can hurt like hell.
Are you breaking up with me?
It's not you. It's me.
Companion stars Sophie, Thatcher, and Quaid as a couple on a weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin that unravels into chaos after a revelation that one of the guests is a companion robot. Let me start with something I really like about this movie. Sophie Thatcher as the robot Iris really stood out to me. I expected a lot out of Sophie Thatcher. She's an actress that I have been following recently and I've been really impressed with her. I loved her performance in Heretic from 2024 and I think that she has a really bright future ahead. Her portrayal of the character of Iris was really unique to watch. I think that she really embodied the characteristics of like this real life robot-like person. The way she talked, the inflections in her voice, the lip quiver she would do from time to time, just kind of the way she walked all flat-footed. I feel like no detail was overlooked and I felt that she was very believable in the role. Not to mention, Iris's costumes were on point. I thought that they were so cute. I loved the cute headbands, the pink colors, and the kind of the retro doll-like look. I think that the costumes just in general in this movie stood out without being too loud or obnoxious, but still definitely added a flair of fun. So I love not only just the look and feel and character of Iris, but I loved Sophie Thatcher's portrayal of the character as well. Something I didn't love about this movie, and honestly I really don't like when movies do this, is give the ending of the film away in the first sentence of the movie. So it's one thing if I'm going into a prequel, going in knowingly where it's kind of going to lead into, and I'm going in more so to figure out the backstory of a character I already know. But Companion opens with Iris talking about how she only felt this sort of sense of love or some sort of way only 2 times in her life: the day she met Josh, Jack Quaid's character, and the day she killed him. Boo! So we already know the ending before we basically even start the film. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Just kidding. I guess I can see what they were doing here, and I do like that the movie does take a lot of twists and turns in order to get to that point of the ending that they gave us, but it is a bit frustrating, especially getting to the end, because in knowing the ending, while watching this whole like final conflict go back and forth this way and that way, I started to get to the point where I'm just like, okay, I know how this movie is going to end. Let's get on with it, and that's never really a good way to feel. However, I'll throw this movie a bone and say that I did in general really like the storyline here. I thought that there were some unique surprises throughout the movie. I think that the characters' motives were kind of fun to explore, and I think that things start to unfold in the story at a pretty decent pace. But I really felt like there were some missed opportunities here. There's this part where Iris gets a hold of this device that can like control her, Josh's iPad, and she's able to turn her intelligence setting from like 20% to 100%. I didn't feel like we fully got to see the robot in its full intelligence form. I felt that Iris more so was just going back and forth like, I could do this, what should I do? Think. But I kind of wanted to see her be kind of a little bit more devious, kind of terrorize Josh, knowing that she has kind of like something on him, that she's way more intelligent, she can mess with him. I really wanted that kind of like cat and mouse, really funny game, and that she has the high ground at all times. That's something I would slightly tweak. Also, I will say this film missed an opportunity to kind of take it to the next level action-wise. They could have done a total like Terminator 2 machine versus machine towards the end, like a final conflict, or like just a little bit of that in there, and they kind of missed that opportunity. I don't know if that would have added to the film, I don't know if that would have taken away, but I think it could have been a little bit interesting to explore. So I think that there were some things that this movie could have done to take it to the next level, tweak some things, make things a little bit more fun and action-packed and silly. But that's just me. Another negative that I have for this movie is that the robots don't really make any logical sense, and that was a little bit frustrating to me throughout the film. Like, are the robots people? Are they not? Because one robot knows that they're a robot, but the other robot does not know that they're a robot, and one robot at one time gets put back to their factory settings, but then they still have recollection of the past, and I'm just like confused where they start and end. They just seem pretty much like actual people, and it's like sometimes the robot has feelings, sometimes they don't have feelings, and then the robots can also be programmed to just do whatever the f they want, I guess. I don't know who thought that would be a good idea. Like, they can basically be a damn near actual person with free will and feelings. Like, damn. The world as we know it really will be taken over by AI. Also, side note, how do you guys feel about Jack Quaid? I don't know why. I've never liked this actor. I think he does fine here, honestly, just from an acting perspective, but he always just had a punchable face to me. I don't know. That's just me. All right, I'm getting a little bit unhinged. So overall, Sophie Thatcher for me is what makes this movie. I like everything about the character of Iris and her representation of it. I also do think that they had something pretty good with the storyline. I think that they had some decent pacing, but I do think there were some missed opportunities throughout this film. I'm gonna give this a 3.25 out of 5. I will say, however, I'm a little bit over these kind of AI robot movies, so that might hinder my score a little bit, but I do think that this one kind of takes a unique twist on the whole AI robot thing, but I feel like there was a lot of logical flaws throughout, which were frustrating to me, and some things that were overlooked. So in general, I think this movie is pretty average, personally. But let's see what the general consensus is. Okay, so people are really liking this one. Okay, 4.4 is the average audience score, so okay. I'm a little bit off here as well. Man, I've been off kind of this whole year. You know, it could be the sickness. I went into this movie a little bit under the weather, so I don't know. I was kind of wishing it to be over. So then that's the honest truth. But to be honest, I don't think that I would watch it again. I think that Sophie Thatcher is worth the watch for this one, but people are really liking it, so that's good. 93% Rotten Tomatoes. So looks like it's doing well, and I'm happy that it's doing well for sure. Honestly, if it were me, I feel like this one is more suitable for streaming, but I do think that Sophie Thatcher impresses in this one. It's kind of fun to see on the big screen. There's some fun colors. I like the pinks and the fun music throughout, so it is kind of a fun watch. But I will say there are some fun, bloody elements in this one, proving most definitely that love can be heaven, but it can hurt like hell. But what did you guys think? What do you guys think of Companion? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear them. And thank you guys for watching, and catch me next time.